This is a team that will be on the ground. This is a team that will voice that will echo the voice of the voiceless, that will fight for the inherent and inalienable interests and rights of Kenyan citizens everywhere, wherever they are, in all the 8 regions. This is a team that comprises of youthful leadership, the generational change. And the team here, we have Mheshimiwa Caleb Amisi, all the way representing the Western region and the youth in the country, all the way from Saboti constituency. We have Mheshimiwa Wamuchomba Gadhoni representing the Central region. We have Mheshimiwa Charles Nguna, CNN, representing the Eastern region. We have Mheshimiwa Amos Mwago, representing from Starehe constituency, representing Nairobi and the youth in the nation. We have Mheshimiwa Catherine Omanyo, all the way from Busia, the Busia women representative, representing Western region and also the youth in this nation. And we have also our leader, Mheshimiwa Mark Mwenje, who is also from Nairobi, Embakasi West constituency, and also representing Nairobi and the interest of the youth in this nation. And we have myself representing also Nairobi and the youth in this nation. And therefore, we have issues that we will be addressing from time to time. And this is the team that is going to give direction in this country, because we have seen there's a little bit of laxity in opposition. And therefore, this team will take its rightful place to ensure that the interests of Kenyans, very objectively, are fought for. Not limited to holding rallies to discuss the plight and the issues affecting Kenyans. Not limited to calling for maandamanos, regional maandamanos in every county, in every constituency, in every ward. And these maandamanos will better be imagined than experienced. And today we are here to talk about various issues. After that, we will be telling you a timetable on how we'll be moving as members of the press, because we want you to be part of us. The first issue that we want to talk about is the issue of health. Mheshimiwa Wamuchomba has talked about the issue of fertilizers and the plight of farmers in various parts of this country. All the members of parliament here will talk about different issues. I want to talk about the issue of the health crisis. Right now, doctors are striking, and this is their 14th day into their strike. We don't want the government to relax, to let the doctors strike for over 100 days that happened between the year 2016 and 2017. There was a CBA, a collective bargain agreement, that was signed between the government and the doctors. And it entailed, number one, that the doctors be paid their arrears owned by the government. Up to now, the doctors in this country are owned some money by the government. Number two, that the interns be deployed. For the past 1 year, doctors who have trained, taken 6 years to train, and every year a doctor is trained with an average of around 600,000 Kenya shillings, which comes to around 3.6 million Kenya shillings. Then, after finishing your degree, you are not deployed anywhere. That is so wrong, and this is the first time this government, Ruto's government, is doing this. Number three, that the interns who have been deployed, who are employed already, the government has decided to deduct 91% of their salaries. We want the government to move with speed and pay these doctors these amounts of money. President Ruto, instead of moving around in this country, should sit down, because what is so important and urgent is the interest of Kenyans. And these Kenyans who are in hospital are dying. The patients who are in hospital are not getting proper medical care. Why? Because of the strike caused by the doctors. Therefore, the president should not assign this duty to even the CS, Cabinet Secretary for Health, who has proven to be very incompetent. Very incompetent, talking in rallies anyhow, talking in funerals, and we want that CS to step aside, and we will bring an impeachment motion against the CS for Health. We want the president himself to call for a meeting with KMPDU, the leaders who are representing the interest of doctors in this country, and resolve this crisis within a week. Failure to which we will announce our next course of action. We will call the media and announce the next course of action, because our people are dying in hospitals. Imagine patients who are being taken to hospitals. Imagine Kenyans who are being taken to hospitals. They can't get any access to any doctor to help them with their various ailments. Therefore, we demand, we don't want to request. Ruto, you said you can do this work. Right now, there's nothing you are doing. In fact, from the time you were elected, there's nothing that you've done which is sensible. Everything you are doing is just causing havoc, causing pandemonium, causing a lot of tension in this country. And I want to tell you that if you don't move with speed, we will move with speed. And this is a new team, the young blood, the fresh breath that is going to breathe breath into the dry bones of the problems facing Kenyans. Lastly, on the Haiti issue, the United States of America did state clearly at the Congress. They did mention that Ruto's interest is about making money in this country. That Ruto is just interested in making the 13 billion Kenya shillings and is not interested on the humanitarian part of taking care of interest of Kenyans. If you take these police officers who are fathers, who are children of others, who are relatives and friends of Kenyans, these people are going to be killed. We were being informed that at least 20,000 police officers should be deployed, at least 20,000 should be deployed in Haiti. Why do we want to take 1,000 officers? And these 1,000 officers are going to die. And we said, ukienda Haiti, utakuwa maiti. Kwa hivyo the police officers, it is a high time you must reject these orders. You cannot take everything. Thank you very much. Let me invite
the punitive finance bill. We saw what transpired when the executive was so vicious in making sure the bill passes. But when it comes to matters of national interest to the public, like the issue of health, you can see the laxity. We cannot have a country with doctors striking 64 years after independence, when Mzee Kenyatta used to talk about eradicating disease in this country. But they are not serious even in trying to address the issue of doctors. Doctors' career is one of the most lucrative careers that the youth of this country have hope in. But if you tell us that you can train to be a doctor and be punished by this regime, you can see where we are going. And that is why we've chosen to stand up and say, we are the future of this country and will not watch it go down the drain. We are saying, as Team Ground, that the government listens to the people, listens to the youth. They have promised us jobs for the youth, affordable housing, and so much is not going the way they promised us. We are demanding that the youth of this country be given employment. And employment is not sending people to Haiti to go die. We have a Haiti in Baringo, they should address that. We are not perfect as a country in matter of security. Address what we have now as a country before you send people to go die in foreign countries. On the issue of interns, these are people who have gone to school, spent a lot of money. It's only their right that they should be deployed as soon as tomorrow so that they can start serving this nation. We are saying to the regime of the day, one day they'll walk out of this power thing, and we are the ones who are going to take charge. And there is no government that has a right to sell the properties of this nation. The national heritage of this country, you cannot sell that because you are going to render so many people jobless. These people are going to be fired. We are going to run this country like a mafia country, and we cannot sit and watch that happen. Thank you.